Hello, I'm Patrick Varley, Product Marketing Manager of Mechatronics at Mitsubishi Electric Automation. I'm here at PACK Expo 2023 to show an exciting breakthrough in the field of 3D bin picking. Before I get into the actual demo itself, I want to get a little bit of background on why we feel this is going to be important to many customers and some of the problems that it's solving. Among the largest issues in today's manufacturing and production industries, labor, manpower, and of course floor space. Because we're having issues getting workers to fill the available positions, more and more companies are turning to automation in order to meet their production goals. Part of the issue with that is when you try to fit automation into a manual line, you have definite constraints on the space that you can use, and you have a lot of issues with the surrounding environment. Because of some of these challenges, one of the main applications that we're seeing an increase in is 3D bin picking. And with bin picking, it's exactly what it says. You'll get a bin or a tote of parts coming down in a random order, and you need to sort them. Maybe there's 3 different parts on 3 lines and you're building a kit, one of each, or maybe it's somewhat more of you're building a 12-pack of these in a tray as opposed to in a carton. And to do that, you need at least 2 components, the 3D sensor itself to tell the robot where to go, and the robot obviously to execute the pick and place cycle. This is all good and this has all been doable for many years, but what we're starting to run into more and more is the floor space requirements. If I'm trying to replace a person that I can't hire because they're not available with the robot, it may not be as fast or efficient as a person doing the job, so now you may need a pair of cells. Well, as you can see by the size of this, if you had one of these solving a problem versus 2 of them, it has a large impact on your floor space and what else you can do. So what we're doing here, and this is why this is such a big breakthrough, is we have multiple robots picking from the same bin, and we're using 3D vision to guide them. And the reason why this is a breakthrough is typically this hardware and these parts of the solutions are done by independent vendors. For example, for our demonstration, Mitsubishi Electric Automation has the robots. SICK Incorporated has the 3D sensor as well as the light curtains for safety. And RealTime Robotics, they add an element that really makes this the exciting breakthrough that we know that it is, and that's the real-time path planning control. So what we're showing here, and you can see it very graphically on this monitor, all 3 robots are being modeled by the RealTime Robotics solution. And they are plotting every move and making sure that we're picking the most efficient and collision-free paths for every cycle that we have here. And in years past, you'd have to have all that collision-free handshaking programmed manually, and you just couldn't have this kind of throughput or efficiency from the space production. So we're very, very happy about that. And what's feeding all of it is the PLB sensor. It's a 3D sensor from SICK, and that's looking down at the bins, giving us the idea where everything is. And then we translate the locations of the power bars through the RealTime Robotics controller, and that's what tells the robots where to go, where to pick it up. And in our case, this isn't really an application because we're just moving back and forth between 2 bins. But the end result would be once a robot has a bar, it puts it to where it's supposed to go. And so again, we're very excited about this because now we're bringing 3D bin picking technology into a much smaller footprint. You're getting much higher throughput. And with the RealTime Robotics controllers, the programming of the robots is much more simpler and straightforward than ever before. And we know that this is going to reach a different audience than was being met by the current state-of-the-art technology. So that's a run-through of our new demo here. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us, and we'll be happy to take care of you.